Welcome back, or welcome to our podcast for the first time if this is your first time watching us.
Or just welcome in general.
Or welcome in general. You know, we're inclusive to everyone who watches us. Siéntanse
en casa.
Unless you're a Trump supporter. Then you gotta get off, boy. You gotta get off the podcast, boy.
We're open-minded, but we're not that.
Not that open.
Not that way.
We're not that inclusive.
No.
But seriously, if you guys are a new watcher, like, comment down below. Do you think we get new watchers? I don't know. I'm thinking very highly.
No, we do. We
do? Okay, prepare. Anyways, guys, it's been a great week, a busy week.
We've been busy bees.
Speaking about bees, I feel like bees don't get enough love.
Babe, okay, we know you saw that movie Begonia, but
I know, I'm sorry. I will never forget about that movie. That movie was so amazing. But seriously, y'all, bees do not get enough credit. Like, if bees are gone, first of all, they make honey good as fuck, hella good. And if bees dies, we die. So we gotta protect them more.
Bro, but can bees make a fucking iPad? No, we're more important than bees, so fuck bees. Human supremacy.
But can you make honey by yourself? Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you can.
I don't want none of that. So let's talk a little bit about our week. You know, as we like to start our podcast with a little update on our week because our life is so interesting.
Yeah, something unfortunate happened this week. Man, if you guys didn't know, a member of our family had a world record Guinness.
What the fuck is that?
Oh my god, we went through this in another podcast.
No, we didn't, bro.
Guinness World Record. Guinness World Record.
Genius.
Guinness.
It's not Guinness, bro.
It's not genius,
that
bro.
That sounds like an illness.
It's Guinness.
That sounds like a fungus you got on somewhere. Bacteria. That's
Babe,
what that sounds
you're like, okay, they're gonna kind of take clues about the fungus.
Also, viruses are not. Just kidding. I don't know. I was gonna come up with something about biology.
Oh, you meant like no, but viruses
are not alive.
No, but viruses could. No, they're not. No, they're not.
Okay, yeah. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, some science stuff. Guys.
Yeah, you guys want to understand. It's like.
Anyways, we are family members of ours.
We are.
Popeye had a
castration.
What? Hold on.
Oh, sorry. You're gonna build it up.
He was holding a Guinness World Record. He had a massive balls for a cat. You guys know cats have like small genitals. Well, Popeye had like they look like Cheeto Puffs.
Bro, why are you talking about our kids' genitals on camera? Like, what the fuck?
Popeye, my dog. Popeye, my dog.
He is the most dog cat I have ever met. Like, he's literally a dog. No, like, seriously though, as he was saying, he has some big ass.
He had some big old. So he's an orange cat, and his balls were just puffing there, they look like Cheeto Puffs.
Cheeto Puffs, like literal Cheeto Puffs. And unfortunately, we had to say our goodbyes to those Cheeto Puffs.
To them Cheeto Puffs.
Our other cat, Napoleon, you couldn't really see, like, but like Popeye.
Not because he had small balls. It's because he was very hairy.
Yeah.
What? You can't talk to a man about having small balls.
That's like what?
They my dogs.
That does something to a man. Wait, do men really want like big balls? Like, seriously, is that like really a thing?
No. That's just a subjective thing. Like, that's not really important. Of course, you want big balls.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Why?
It says a lot about like, just being courageous.
Is there any scientific like backing to that? Like big balls?
Where
did that come from?
More testosterone.
Oh, seriously?
And when you have more testosterone, you're more dumb to do like the other stuff,
You're more manly.
Yeah.
Because that's a manly.
Or like just more like you're more prone to like do whatever you want, get into fights, just stuff like that.
Seriously, men hold the testosterone right there? It makes sense.
No, but it's just you produce more testosterone, the hormone, then you just have bigger balls.
Okay, let's just change this. What the fuck is this podcast about? Anyway, so yeah, they got castrated and they are like pretty drugged out right now. I actually feel really sad because the first day they got their balls taken off, they had so much energy. Like, I was thinking,
no. Popeye was the one with the energy.
He was cracked out. Like, I was thinking, bro, did this give him more energy? Because when they get their balls chopped off. I'm gonna stop saying that word. The testicles chopped off. Like they chill the fuck down a little bit because males tend to be a little crazy, pee all over the place, meow all the time. And no, he got like even more crazy, I feel like.
No, yeah, but that was just for that one day. Like he got back, and like I don't know if he was excited that he finally got back and got to eat food and everything. But like as soon as he got back, like he went crazy. Oh, and he couldn't keep his. You know they have to put a cone so they don't lick their surgery spot. We couldn't keep the cone on him, bro. Like he has such a structure and anatomy in his body that his face just turns into a fucking slender ass.
Cats can do that though. Like cats in general they can get in teeny ass spots
if their head fits.
As long as their head fits, huh?
Yeah.
Like the rest of their body can just slither.
They don't have shoulders.
That's so
They don't have like
weird.
the shoulders that we have, or maybe they're just smaller than their head.
That's actually so weird.
You know how even dogs they have like a little bit broader, you can see it.
Like bones.
Yeah, but cats they don't have that.
They're like little snakes with legs. Low-key.
Cats are cool.
I love cats, y'all. I'm sorry, but like if you don't like cats, or I mean somebody that don't like cats, is kind of a red flag for me. I don't get. You know what? I think the hate with cats. I don't know if I said this in a podcast before. Tied to the patriarchy. Tied to machismo. Tied to
machismo?
Machismo?
Karl Marx?
Materialismo
histórico.
Materialismo histórico.
You need to study more, girl.
Oh, what was I gonna say? What is it called? Sexism, bro. Because cats are like tied to women. Like it's always been like that. Like women and like even in shows, movies, animes, it's cats with.
No, it's
women.
not that. I think cats are just.
And then dogs.
No, dogs are just useful.
Let me finish. A dog, a man's best friend, tied to the patriarchy.
Was because it can be tied to that, but how obviously civilization like came up and about. But dogs are like there's working dogs. Like dogs were supposed to be working dogs the whole time. You know what I mean?
You know what I fuck with? I fuck with the Egyptian times, back when they had the pharaohs and everything. Because cats were like, they were royalty. And I feel like we should bring that back. You know a funny fact. Sorry, we're giving crazy cat people right now. But like cats actually do think that they are the royalty in your house. Like they think they are the kings, the queens, and like you just serve them.
Yeah.
But they make sure you're okay and everything, so you can keep serving them.
You know what's even a crazier fact? You know how dogs are domesticated? Mm-hmm. Well, cats are actually not domesticated.
They're not domesticated?
They're not domesticated. We're like just living around us is just their natural habitat.
So they've always been naturally.
So that's why they're very instinctive. They're still peeing walls and do this crazy stuff, and they don't like normally like just like you said like to them like they're the king, like this is their spot, and we're just like servants,
They're peasants.
Yeah, because that's just in their instinct. That's just how they live.
Seriously?
So cats just went near us. And like that was their new habitat, but they never got domesticated, like as the word refers to.
So they were always like naturally just like with us, kind of.
Yeah, that's why they always want to like run away. Like they're not like smart to like stay in a house or like stuff like that.
Like they gonna do what they want.
Yeah, so basically
they really gonna do what they want.
Cats are not domesticated. We're just the habitat.
Yeah, I think that's why people don't fuck with cats, because cats really have boundaries and they do what they want. Like some cats, they just don't really like being touched or like cuddled all the time. Like one of our cats, Alu, she's like that. Like she'll let you pet her for like 3 times, and then she'll like give you a sign to get the fuck away from you.
And she chooses when she wants to like be near you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah. I love cats though. I just love them so much. Yeah. Like I actually feel like maternal instinct towards them. Like I feel like a mother. Do you feel like a father to them?
Yeah, I feel like a father. I don't
think
they see
mean
me as
ass father. Just kidding. I was yelling at them. No,
oh my god, that's gonna stop soon because they're finally got their balls chopped off. No, I mean I definitely I'm not the most patient guy I can think about. Because these cats, bro, I tell you, not even Napoleon, Popeye, bro, Popeye. We had he's thrown down a whole glass Tupperwares that we've had.
Oh my
beautiful
God.
Flowers that we had in the kitchen.
Oh my god! But they're animals at the end of the day.
Open whole trash bags. Oh,
But y'all, let us tell you.
the and one of the things that I really, that's why we think like Popeye is like a freaking dog turned into a cat, is because he would bite and chew on the corners of furniture, bro. So they have his teeth mark in most of our furniture, bro. Like he
is an orange cat. He's living up to the name.
He's living up to the name.
Maybe just orange cats are like that.
Yeah. No,
dogs.
I mean, when they first got here, like I was very patient because they're cats, but like just little by little.
He's like getting more, like testing the waters with us to be more bad.
Yeah. Oh my god.
They're so funny because cats are so smart. Like they understand shit. You know what I mean? And they'll like do shit on purpose if they're mad, or they'll like be sneaky if they know they can't be doing something. Like our cats aren't allowed on the counters, but if we come in at night, we might might find them on the counters because they know we're asleep.
No, but this is the thing. Like we know that. We know that at nighttime where we're obviously asleep or whatever, the cats are gonna go explore and get into the counters and everything. But we have the other side of our kitchen, the other counter that there is like higher, like at least half the height higher than the other side where they normally go up to.
Mm-hmm.
And our other cats, Alu and Lucy, en paz descanse Lucy, they weren't able to jump up there. But fucking Popeye, this dog, he has crazy hops, bro. He can jump to that counter like it's nothing. And that's when he started fucking up the flowers. He started fucking up Tupperwares.
Like, but yeah, it was so funny because when we went to Colima, we were there for like 15 days. And every time we leave, we have a cat sitter come. And they usually come like 2 times a day. And it's usually the same cat sitter, so they know her, you know what I mean? And, bro, this last time we left, I'm telling you, every day our cat sitter would send us a picture of some shit being fucked up.
Oh my, we had some collection of like bottles on top of like our sink and stuff like that. They were broken.
All on floor broken.
Picture frames that were in some of the furniture broken on the floor.
All our books all out.
All our books out of the bookshelves.
Like they were so mad, and I bet you they were doing that because they were really mad that we weren't home. Like that's what cats do. They're so funny.
And that never happened with our other lovely cats, Alu and Lucy. That never really happened.
Mm-mm.
They were so calm.
I think it's because they're boys. Maybe they're crazy.
Yeah, man.
Boys will be boys.
Well, Popeye has them big Cheeto pose. Maybe that was the reasoning. That kind of can translate. Like big testicles equals like you just do.
Yeah. Crazy shit.
Crazy shit.
Dang.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I'll be catching myself doing crazy shit too. Like.
You're annoying.
I like it's out of nowhere. Like I have it under control, my testosterone. But sometimes I'm just in the line in the metro and I scream, "Chingue su madre!" And I'm like, "Oh, perdón, mis testículos. I'm so sorry.
Están grandísimos.
They haven't been breathing today. I'm sorry, guys."
No, but really there do be some crazy people like screaming shit on the metros. You know what's crazy though? Like I always hear stuff about the metro here in Mexico City like being crazy, but the videos I've seen of New York metro or subway, like I've never seen no level like the crazy shit of that level. You know what I mean? Like there's the occasional crackheads, but that's it. Or like people talking to each other.
It's because people respect the metro here a lot, because the metro here is not frowned upon, like seeing like something like, oh, like only broke people hop in the metro and stuff like that.
Here?
Yeah, here.
I think so.
You think that happen? I don't think it's at the same level that it is in the US. You don't think so?
I think in New York, like majority of people use metro.
Use metro?
Dude, you never see the Whitexicans are like, I nunca me he subido al metro en la Ciudad de México, pero en Francia y Nueva York.
Well,
sí.
I'm just trying to say like too many people. If you guys look up like hora pico en metro and from Ciudad de Mexico, you're gonna see like even the outside of the doors before you even pass your cars to get in is full. It's full of lines. Like people really gotta push in.
But that's a working class people.
Yeah, I know, but that's why I say like it's something that the metro is very respected because so many people use it. If anything happens to it, if anybody's doing a cochinero, like people are gonna obviously be like.
That's the livelihood.
Yeah, they're gonna put a stop to it. But like in other parts, like I feel the metro is not used as much as it used here. That's what I was meaning. Like the metro here is not that frowned upon because there's so much people that use it and have to use it.
I don't know. I think a lot of people, bro, they blowing me up. Hold on.
Talking about blowing up, guys. Last night I ate a salad with some garbanzo, and like I'm telling you, for every single pea garbanzo I ate, It was one atomic fart, bro.
It was one bullet in the chamber.
I felt so bad.
It was actually. We don't need to be telling this. I don't think.
No, I've been having stomach problems recently and stuff like that. And like I've been eating salads to take care of my stomach and not put anything greasy or anything fried, anything in my stomach, anything that is bad. Right? So my solution is to eat salads. But like I need to find more variety in salads because salads get boring.
Yeah.
So I put some garbanzos, and like I swear,
It's chickpeas.
chickpeas, right?
Yeah, garbanzo.
I was so bloated, and throughout like 2-3 hours a night, it was I was reading my book, and they just kept coming out.
I was doing something in the living room for a while, and then I come in the room ready to go to sleep, mind you, all comfortable on my bed. It felt like I entered an atomic fucking bomb room. Radiation was filled in that fucking room. It smelled like I actually thought he shit himself. And he's like so like chill, just reading his book like nothing. I'm like,
but this is the first time this happened to me, you know?
No, it ain't, boy.
No,
it ain't.
The other times I might have farts like for 10-20 minutes, you know? That's as long as it lasts if it's consecutive. But like for real, last night it went for 2-3 hours where just like at the beginning it was like closer, but then after a while it was like every like 5 minutes like big bomb.
Boy, ew.
Boom, boom, boom.
I was like, is this motherfucker just marinating in here? Like he's not even affected by it anymore.
I wasn't. No, genuinely at the beginning, yeah, but like after
maybe
a while.
you should.
But Alu was there with me the whole time. She ain't complain. Maybe you're the problem.
No, I think poor Alu. That's what I'm thinking. But maybe you should look up like how many chickpeas can you eat? Is that like normal? Asking Google, why are chickpeas making me?
Can I overdose on chickpeas? No, seriously, it was kind of scary because I was like really bloated. Like I would look down and like my stomach was like, ow, bro.
Yeah, I don't think that's good. Really, that can't be.
Well,
good.
at least I farted it out. You know what I mean?
Yummy. But speaking about food and like changing our diets or whatever, guys, I know like 2 episodes ago we started talking about these videos we've been seeing about psychedelics and all that. Like it just
wait. But just, how does that go into food and nutrition?
because I'm gonna get into it.
Okay,
I used to make bomb ass essays. Like, you know what I've been thinking lately? I think I'm a good storyteller, low key, because I've always been good at writing and like doing essays and like intertwining the ideas. You know what I mean? Like
I feel we have that in common. I don't
Really?
think I'm the best storyteller. But recently, you guys already know we talked about this in another podcast. But like I've been obsessed with reading. This is the only time in my life that I found that I really have a deep passion for reading books. Like I got this. I finished first off this other series that I'm reading, Red Rising. I finished those 3 books, the 3 first books in 2 weeks, right?
Bro, I think you talk about Red Rising in every episode.
Guys, it's like so goated. It's so goated. It's such a good. That's the perfect book for me to get into, like reading books, into fantasy, sci-fi, because these are the genres I like. Like normally, like I think a lot of people that don't read books, they think books, oh my god, books is for freaking learning and getting cultivated. Like nobody wants to do that shit. But no, books are like
interesting.
They're interesting. They're entertainment, and these books are very entertaining. I think they're even better. Like to like, for example, in the future, I'm abstaining myself from watching the Dune movies because eventually I want to read the Dune books.
Because they do have books, huh? And I think it's so cool. Like something about books that I've always loved since I was a kid is you get to imagine it and be really creative in what like you're picturing in the book. Like obviously they're describing it pretty good detail, but at the end of the day, you like it's like a fucking movie in your head.
It's so fun. I mean, there's definitely this book I'm reading right now. It's not the Red Rising saga and anything. It's like very much descriptive and a very harder literature, you know, like it has a bunch of words that are like nobody uses that shit, you know, but it's entertaining. But like the fun part is exactly that, like imagining the scenario, and like they talk about like when people talk, they do a different face expression, and like while I'm reading, I'm like I'm doing the face expression to imagine what they're saying.
You always do that shit. Like when I'm showing him a video or we're watching like our YouTube video while we're editing it or something, and like I watch his facial expressions while he's watching it. You're like copying the facial expressions in the video. It's so funny.
I
like
don't. That's a subconscious.
you guys
thing.
want to get it if you didn't see it in person. But lately, I have been reading Crime and Punishment by, I'm not gonna try to say that.
Fedor Dostoevsky, something like
Fedor Dostoevsky. Also, Russian art is really good. Like Russian literature, Russian art is really fucking
Yeah.
good, bro. There's like really talented people in Russia and back in the days. Anyways,
Back in the day.
anyways, I'm reading it in Spanish though, y'all. And I've actually read this book before in English. I think when I was in high school. I don't remember if I finished it, but I liked it a lot. Like I really liked it. I remembered it. Like it stuck in my memory. And recently I decided I want to bring my Spanish literacy to another level. So I started reading that book. Lord, one of the hardest fucking books I've ever read in Spanish. It's because the thing in Spanish is most books are translated, obviously, because they're not original in Spanish. So imagine translating Russian into Spanish. Like, and usually they do Spain Spanish. So it's these fucking random ass words I've never heard in my life. Like, so what I'm doing right now is I'm highlighting every single word that I don't know. I'm telling y'all, there's like 10, 15 words every fucking page.
Yeah. No, but seriously, I'm telling you, it's just like there's just levels to like the literature, like just advanced literature. I feel that's one of the books because for real, like even though right now I'm telling you guys I'm reading like a book about sci-fi, it's actually the Sun Eater saga series. It's they use crazy words, bro. I forgot what word they were using the other day, but it's like.
What the fuck?
What the
like y'all making up words,
yeah,
bruh.
I just use context clues to understand what's going on. But seriously, sometimes there's words that is like, okay.
You know what it reminds me of? You know when you're writing an essay and you're trying to sound like smart, so you do like a synonym of a word that you never fucking use. You know what I mean? Like a hella big ass word.
I know.
I'm like, that's what y'all doing, huh? You got in the encyclopedia right open right.
Is it because I feel there's like the entertainment motherfuckers, and then there's the literature motherfuckers, you know?
Yeah, but it's been fun because even though it's really hard, like I like challenging myself, challenging my brain. I feel like we let ourselves, especially
your brain is a little challenged.
I think someone's a little bit more challenged over here with Wolverine Crocs on. I don't know who it could be.
What the fuck? Everybody loves these Crocs. I mean,
anyways, what I was saying is I feel like today and age, especially with the social media all the time, AI, ChatGPT, like we're letting our brains do the easiest shit ever. And like we don't like doing hard stuff. You know what I mean? Like we always let ourselves do the easy stuff. So even though this book is like kind of hard to get through, it's fun learning new words and like getting better at reading like that tough literature. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we like radicalizing ourselves from the mainstream lifestyle that exists. You know?
No, we like to go against the current. If the current is pointing towards AI and using ChatGPT for your fucking essays, do it the old school way.
That's probably like a Kanye West quote.
Yeah, I'm like, Kanye West, you know what?
He really did know.
He knew. But anyways, y'all, going back to what we were talking about, we just got on a whole tangent.
This happens a lot.
And we're over here talking about, we're such good storytellers. Like, we really know how to connect ideas. We're probably the worst.
We're probably the worst storytellers out there. I mean, yeah.
We're like ADHD storytellers. Like, we'll come back to it in like an hour. You know what I mean? But we'll come back to it. Anyway, so what I was talking about the food and what that had to do with like psychedelics, it's because recently, guys, me and Michael took shrooms for the first time ever. I know we were gonna tell you guys this story time like 2 episodes ago, but se me olvida, I forgot. So we're gonna get into it now, and I'm kind of nervous to talk about it because I know there's a lot of judgy people out there. And lately I felt it's best to just keep these things to ourselves, you know what I mean? Because it really is like a interpersonal journey. You know what I mean? It's not
ego death.
But anyways, also I do want to say we're not promoting none of this. This is just our life stories. We're not telling y'all to do none of this.
We do have very positive ideas about it.
Yeah.
But we don't recommend it.
Yeah, we don't recommend
don't cancel us.
Yeah, because
because we think it's pretty cool.
It's actually pretty cool, but like you didn't hear that from us.
No, okay. So first telling the story, and then we'll give you guys our ideas and opinions about it. I think that's the correct thing to proceed.
Okay, so let me just tell you, me and Michael really, really prepared ourselves for this because this is not a light thing. It's not like weed or something, you know what I mean? Like, you have to mentally prepare yourself for this. And if you're not in a mental state, a good mental state, you should not be doing this at all.
Because even weed that is just like a relaxing, fun thing, like people's first time doing weed, they're still like get hella paranoid.
Yeah,
and feel
yeah.
they're gonna like literally, you know what I mean?
I didn't feel like that.
The first time you took ganja?
Ganja.
That ganja? Yeah.
No, I didn't feel like
you
that.
You weren't in the streets.
I
You
was
didn't grow
anxious.
up in el barrio. But I mean, me and my homies out there, me and my camaradas, it was just ganja.
On that ganja. Anyways.
La flor.
Yeah, so you should definitely be prepared for doing this. And people who are not in the right mental state, like, it will show you things that you're not maybe ready to see. And that's why people get scared.
Yeah. And I feel another reason, like, so we're gonna get a little bit ahead of like what we did, each of us in our experience, because we didn't like do it like completely together. Like, we were like separated a little bit because that's what's recommended. So there's a lot of demonization about these drugs, you know, this psychedelic stuff that it's gonna melt your brain and you're not gonna be the same person ever again, you know. But you see, those type of ideas and demonization make that these drugs are not safely consumed. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Like, because there's people that are very nervous or very anxious and stuff like that, and like they're gonna take this, but if they're not completely prepared mentally, like, it really does bring them a bad trip because they're having bad ideas about the rug the whole time.
It's just people are not educated on it. That's what you're trying to
when
say.
people are not educated, and also when people have like anxious, nervous personalities, like, it's a really bad combo. Like, some people just really shouldn't take it, that if they're not prepared for it. You know what I mean?
Or if you're just that type of person naturally, like, maybe stay away from these types of things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's a limit too. Like, because, for example, Michael is kind of that person. Like, he is a more anxious person. You could tell him what.
So that's why I made sure if we were to try this, that we're going to be very prepared. And that, I feel that was the main reason that we were really, really prepared. Even almost over prepared, bro. I mean, we were kind of, tell them about everything.
Okay, let me tell you guys about how prepared we were. First of all, we had the whole day cleared. And this you should do because it's like a wild trip, like 6-7 hours it could be.
Rude. Okay. You're not even trying to do the meme, but I'm catching the last 3 days in a row you say 6-7 about different stuff. You're saying, like, aren't we supposed to give them the medicine at 6-7? Like, aren't you don't want to go to La Comer at 6-7? I know you're saying this.
Okay, bro, I eliminated it from my vocabulary.
Because you're not even saying it in a mean way. You're generally like trying to bait me into it.
No, I'm not.
You're baiting me.
Anyways. So, yeah, 5-6 hours. Basically, so yeah, we had the whole day cleared. Like, we knew we were gonna do this and we wanted to do it in the morning. We were also informed. We watched a shit ton of videos, basically read a shit ton of Reddit forums. We informed ourselves really good, but it was said that you should also do it on like an empty stomach. I don't know why, because you can have like nausea.
Yeah, because it can cause nausea and for you to throw up, and also because it just gives you a better effect when your stomach is empty, because there's nothing in it, so it just
it hits you
directly, dissolves. Like, the same way if you take a shot when your stomach is empty, it's gonna hit you way harder than if you take it once you ate like a bunch of dinner.
Yeah, so what we did, also one of the most important things is to be in an environment where you feel safe and be with people who you feel completely safe and comfortable with. Obviously, we feel very much that way with each other. Hey, so we already had that locked in. We did it in our apartment. We locked doors, everything. We cleaned the house. We made it smell good. We put our couch out to make it a little bed.
Made a playlist.
We made a playlist. We went to go get snacks. And the funniest thing that we did, because y'all, I mean, like, we did not know what to expect from this at all. This is our first time doing this shit, and we heard it would be a good idea to do this if like things start going bad. We wrote on a whiteboard, you took shrooms, you're gonna be okay. I'm gonna put the picture here.
Like, we thought we were gonna be tripping. We
thought we were gonna be in a whole nother universe.
Yeah, we thought we were gonna be like, we weren't even gonna be existing no more, bro. Like,
yeah, bro. And then
It's because that's the issue with all this demonization online. They're talking about like, oh, like you're really gonna lose your reality, and then you're gonna enter a different universe.
Yeah, and when we like it hit us and we seen that sign, we just started dying.
Or just laughing like, boy,
like we really thought you dumbass motherfucker.
Well, also we didn't take like a crazy dosage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think Alexis took a total of you did take a total of like 2 grams.
Yeah, like 2.5. No?
For the first time, yeah. And I only took like 0.75.
Because we already know how Michael is, so we didn't want to be scared. Also, it's recommended to have a sitter, so someone who's not doing anything, like completely sober, take care of you. And since we weren't gonna do the sitter, we're like, okay, you need to take a little bit. And I know my tolerance, and I know that I'm not really that much of an anxious person when it comes to things like that. So I was trying to have the experience, babes. Also, the recommended dosage, I think, is 1.5. 1.5. 1.5. That's it. Like,
you're gonna enter that realm at 1.5.
Yeah, you're gonna enter like a cool trip, but like if you go, don't go over 2.
Yeah.
Don't go over 2.
Basically, just to cut it short, on my side of my experience, I just feel it was the coolest thing for me. It was very relaxing. I had some crazy idea surges, thoughts. My brain just started thinking in different ways. I was very relaxed. I was having a really good time, but I didn't enter a psychedelic state.
Like, you didn't see stuff.
I never started like seeing visual stuff, nothing like that. Like, I started kind of seeing like the kaleidoscope type of thing when I closed my eyes, but it was like not colored. Like, my stuff was very mild because I didn't take a big dosage, but I had a great like high, and I had a great time, you know what I mean? But on the other hand,
let me tell ya. But it's because you just felt like high, like literally kind of on weed. No.
Yeah,
but
a little stronger and a little like, I don't know. It was different. It felt good. Like,
did you feel like a lot of creativity and like?
Dude, as soon as like it started hitting, like, you remember this, like I stood up and started dancing to the music. Like, I'm sounding some hippie shit. But like, seriously, like, I had a great time. I got an energy surge. My ideas were so good and positive and thoughtful, and I just felt like dancing. I just like literally started dancing.
That's what like prior to doing it, that's what I heard. Like, when you take small doses like that, it just kind of feels like you're high. And you're like on a really good mindset, you know, creativity's coming out. Yeah,
but it's like a chronological, like, kind of high. Like, there is like a stages to it. This is a stage kind of rug. And then, obviously, you have your peak. And in my peak, like, obviously, I couldn't stand and I couldn't dance or anything like that. But it was when I was having, like, all these ideas. Mm-hmm. But, like, on the stages to it, like, I just felt so energized, so happy and dancing and everything. Mm-hmm. And then once it came, well, let's get that to a little bit later. You just go ahead and tell your story.
So, I remember, like, I was waiting for it to hit, like, for a while. I think it was supposed to hit in, like, 30 minutes to an hour. And I remember, like, when it started, I started feeling a little bit weird. I kind of just felt high too, but I wasn't like seeing anything weird. I remember you made the idea, you're like, let's lay down and close our eyes. Like, even when he got up and wanted to start dancing and everything, I still wasn't really feeling it. I was just like, bro, when this shit gonna hit? Like, what the hell? And
I'm just the crazy motherfucker just dancing, you know?
And he made the suggestion to lay down and close our eyes. And he was saying, like, he was seeing the the fucking colorful things, basically, when you close his eyes.
The geometrical, magical.
The normal things you think of when you're on shrooms. And I remember I kept closing my eyes, and all I would see was, like, red. Like, bright red, y'all. And I remember feeling, like, irritated, like, in a little bit bad mood, kind of. And I was like, I need to get out of this mood because I don't want to have a bad trip. Like, I'm actually trying to, like, calm myself down at the same time because I was like, I don't want to have a bad trip. And then I remember closing my eyes and seeing red, bright red. Mm-hmm. And there was also shapes. It was like the shapes, but it was just kept being red. And I'm like, I remember being irritated. Like, when am I going to see cool shit, bro? Like, why the fuck would we even do this shit? Yeah. And I remember, too, we were playing music. First of all, we put on a psychedelic playlist on, and one of the songs, like, you know how it has like the album picture in the back or whatever? Yeah. It had like it was like a demon in the back.
Oh yeah, it had some like shit, and I'm like, take it off right away.
Yeah. It had like scary eyes or something, and I was like, what the fuck? And I started getting scared, like, oh my god, like, I don't think I'm in a good headspace. Like, I don't want to have a bad trip.
It's because you do like start feeling like very receptive of your visuals.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I also when I went to go put like directly a video on YouTube, like of type of stuff like that with LSD trips and stuff like that, like you start seeing like those videos, you know, just like you imagine, and then you start seeing them differently when you're in this state, and I'm like, that's really cool. But like once like that like thing came up, I'm like, no.
Yeah, I was like, who the fuck would put that in a psychedelic playlist? Like, y'all are evil. But anyways, the music was good. I don't know why I just had that cover.
Yeah, the music was good.
So I remember feeling like that, and I didn't end up having a bad trip or anything. But like one of the biggest takeaways I had while being on shrooms is like I felt transcendent. What the fuck is the word? Another level of thinking. Like I was elevated thinking. Like I was making connections, things were making sense. And I remember when that was happening, like it came up to my, like I kind of came to the realization that redness that I was seeing and like the irritated feeling that I was feeling represented me, and like represented how I can be like negative a lot of times and a lot of things that I don't really need to be negative about, you know what I mean? Like kind of making a good moment bad for no reason, I guess you can say, like kind of being a buzzkill, you know what I mean? And then once I realized that, like that redness represented me, everything went away. Like literally once I came to that realization, everything went away.
Ego death.
Like low-key a ego death kind of, that, you know, that represented me, that I am kind of a negative person sometimes. And once that went away, like I started feeling very like levels of happiness that I've never really felt before, kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I remember being in the kitchen and there was like some cumbia psychedelics on, and I was like dancing, feeling hella good, and I was like starting to feel and see what you would imagine on psychedelics. And
I remember it was so fun. It was so fun because we activated like an adventurous side of us, and we started just going around the apartment and looking at stuff and looking outside the windows, and everything looked so cool, so colorful. And like I feel the coolest thing that I felt is that my sense of 3 dimensions was off. You know, like my sense of distance was off. Like I felt like I was seeing stuff in a 2D plane. You know?
Really?
So remember I told you that I was like looking outside of the window from a distance, and I would move my head.
Oh, yeah.
And it wouldn't look like the outside was moving. It would look like the window was moving to me. And it was, I thought it was so cool.
Yeah, I didn't really see none of that at all. Yeah. Like our experiences were very different.
It's different for everybody.
Yeah, really. But I feel like that was one of the biggest things that I felt. I'm gonna get into a little bit more because I did see some like crazy shit, y'all. But that was like one of the biggest things that I got from this trip, was just I was thinking so much in ways, like thinking about everything, you know what I mean? Thinking about things that I've never even thought about. Like I was thinking, also one thing I didn't mention, before our trip, we set our intentions for this trip and what we wanted to get out of this trip.
Remember, we were super prepared.
And I remember putting my intentions, just showing me what I need to be shown about like my bad habits or something like that. And I really thought that this was gonna like show me something about my anxiety, because you guys know I do struggle really bad with social anxiety, and like I feel like I'm always on a constant struggle with that. Like that's one of the biggest things. Y'all, that wasn't even in one of my fucking thoughts. Like that wasn't even in the discussion.
Even though we wrote like our intentions for all of this, like really, like it's just a whole, it's nothing like we expected was gonna happen, you know? I feel those are just like to catch you if you're starting to have bad thoughts. It's for you to remember
to get back,
you know, to get back on like reality a little bit. But what I think, I thought that the whole experience was gonna be a sit down, laying down experience where everything goes around in your head. But like honestly, for me, it was a lot of like, my body was telling me, get up, move, dance, energy, go look outside the window, go look at the trees. Like I feel I had a very outward connection, you know.
I feel like I had both. Definitely. A lot of insight in my head too. But I did think I kind of like got my intentions. Like I was on the same track as my intentions, because I do think it definitely showed me what I needed to see in that time. And that's another thing that I was reading before taking the shrooms, that when people have bad experiences, is because they're being shown stuff that they're not ready to see right now, and it can be really bad for them. And also what a lot of people do is if they're in like starting to feel like they're getting in a bad experience, they remind themselves like it's showing me what I need to see.
Yeah.
So
Also,
like I need to.
that's why there's like we had a whiteboard in case of any of that happened. Like supposedly like you just reading like, because sometimes it happens that you take like high dosages or it just hits you really hard, like you even forget, since there's psychedelics, you forget you even took a rug, you forget entirely that you took it, and that's when your reality gets altered because you think that's like just the real you, like how that you're feeling in that moment. So that's why it's very important that like to have like reminders,
Or
you
you're
know?
just not used to it. Like you start seeing shit you're not used to and get freaked out. You know what I mean?
Well, this is a lot because we had a lot of preparation and we watched a lot of videos about it. And a lot of the videos were talking about like when stages of some of these psychedelic rugs is like once you reach like the top, like for example, I think it was a video about DMT, is like you forget that you took it. And that's when stuff can start going downhill, when you forget you took it and your reality starts getting distorted, you know?
But that's really on like DMT and salvia, no? Because that's
like heavy stuff.
That's crazy shit. Like
Yeah.
like they start seeing crazy shit, and your mind genuinely thinks that's reality.
Yeah, because you forgot. Your mind completely forgot like what you took.
That don't really happen in shrooms though.
No, it doesn't happen. I mean, if you take a freaking hero dose of 5 grams, 10 grams, like maybe it can happen.
But anyways, so how I was telling you guys how it didn't talk about, like, nothing came up really about my anxiety, which really confused me. But you know what came up that I have never really put thought into? Okay, let me tell you guys, this might come off like weird or wrong, but I remember looking at myself in the mirror in my room in my vanity, and I had a sports bra on, and I looked like I was around like 30, 40 years old.
Wait, why is that important?
Because just wait. Like I was 34 years old, and I'm looking at myself, and I look really big. Like I have like 10 rolls. Like I really look like I let myself go. And I remember thinking, I was like, I thought that was how I looked though, like right now. And I was thinking, damn, I really let myself go. And I just remember thinking that, right? And it wasn't like a feeling of, oh, you're disgusting, you look disgusting. It was nothing like that. It was just like, damn, I really need to start taking care of myself. Like, I really need to start taking care of myself. And later on in my high, like, it started making, like, coming into my head that I kind of have a binge eating disorder. Yeah, and I was like, wait, what the fuck? I never even thought about that before, but it was making sense because I feel like a lot of times when I get anxious, when I get stressed out, I turn to food a lot of times, and I was never really aware about this, but like doing the thinking that I was doing in that state, it was making a lot of sense because I do that a lot. Like when I go back home to the US and I get in those old bad habits or I just get stressed out, like I will indulge a lot, because I'm like, it's just one day or it's just 2 days. You know what I mean? Like, let me go crazy because I only have these 1-2 days. And that's literally binge eating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's literally what you do with binge eating. And I never really thought, well, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I never really thought of that being as binge eating or me having a problem with that because, like, I never threw it up after. You know what I mean? And I thought that's what binge eating is. I'm not too sure. But, yeah, that came to my realization. And I always have, like, this, like, when I go to the store or something, like I need to buy the biggest thing. I need to buy whatever I can to get my money's worth and eat as much as I can because I don't let myself indulge in this all the time. You know what I mean? And I remember before that we got a bunch of snacks. We got hella snacks.
Oh yeah, we're having such a good time with snacks.
We got hella snacks. And if I on the regular have that much snacks in like my face or in my house at all, I will eat them all in like one sitting, like quite literally one sitting. Like I have no control. And in that moment, like I felt like I did not even have any want to eat that stuff at all. You know what I mean? And it made a lot of sense to me, but more in a way as that like I need to start taking care of myself because this can be detrimental to my health in the future. You know what I mean? And I feel like since then, like I have not had the urge to eat a lot. Or, for example, when we do buy snacks, not eat it all in one sitting. You know what I mean? Because I used to, like, even when I remember we did a vlog, and we went to go get some Biscoff cookies.
Yeah.
Bro, I can't get Biscoff cookies because I will eat them all in one sitting. And it's a big pack. Like, it's not healthy to be eating all in one sitting.
And sorry for deviating a little bit from this topic, but guys, she really had a problem with like really getting what she wanted. Guys, we were in Colima, right?
Bruh.
And there was a day we were waking up early to go to the beach because the beach is like 2 hours away, and we want to get there on time and get a good spot because it was the holidays and everything. Bro, basically, Alexis wanted her coffee so bad.
There was a new coffee spot and they had Biscoff coffee. Are you fucking serious? And that was like our last day in Colima. I was
it happened 2 days.
Okay.
Well, the first day it happened that we were going to the beach, and she was like, come on. Like, I know it's early, but like, can you ask him if you can take me to get the coffee? Please. This was literally January 1st, you know? It was literally January 1st. And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. I couldn't get the car to go over there, but whatever. Once we were on the way, I told my dad, hey, can you stop like real quick there?
It was basically closed.
It was basically closed, but Alexis was like really settled. Like,
bro, it's because...
No, that's not even the craziest part. Listen, guys. The next day after that is when we had our flight back to La Ciudad. Bro, she was like, listen, we're waking up early, we're getting everything early, and we're leaving early to the airport so we can stop at the cafe spot and get myself my Biscoff drink. I'm like, okay. Basically, what happened is that I had a little malfunction with my maleta, and I had to like fix it with my brother and get all the stuff well put together and everything. We took a little bit longer than we could.
He did, mind you. I was ready since the morning so I could go get my coffee.
All my stuff was ready too. I just had to close my luggage. But that's when the luggage malfunction happened and the zipper fucked it. You guys have had that once in your life at least, where the zipper like completely unzips from both sides.
Basically,
and it's in the middle.
We almost did it. We almost missed our flight.
Almost missed the flight because Alexis wanted her coffee.
Oopsie. But yeah, it was like my last 2 days there. Like we were there for 15 days, mind you. And I missed, like we discovered that place my last 2 days. Like, bro, let me get 2 days of coffee to put. But anyways, going back to the story. I discovered that about myself, something that I really never thought about, you know what I mean? And it really I made a lot of realizations about myself. I don't think I can remember everything, but I remember I journaled everything. Like, I journaled everything. I have everything that I felt that moment. Also, another thing, y'all, I didn't really make a connections what this meant to me or about my journey in life, but I also seen myself in the mirror, my bathroom mirror. I was literally looking at myself in the mirror, y'all. Mind you, seen this with my own 2 eyes. Bro, I started turning into an old lady. Old lady. Like, I started seeing my face as if I was turning into an old lady. Like, going through the stages. Like, from 20, 30, 40, 60, 70. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I started seeing the wrinkles come up. And, I don't know. It felt like a real warmth feeling. Like as if my old lady self was, like, hugging me right now, you know what I mean? Like, it felt really comforting. I was like,
that's crazy.
Like, I'm gonna be an old lady soon, and that's gonna be so nice.
Soon?
Well, not that soon.
Well, technically, in the grand aspect of the whole universe and its billions of years, it would be very soon.
Yeah, true.
You also told me another thing that you felt like you were grabbing.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into that. Oh
my god!
Now. But it was like a very comforting feeling. You know what I mean? And I feel like thinking about it now, retrospecting on it now, I think it really made me want to enjoy my years, you know, in every stage, not just my 20s because I'm young, but my 30s, 40s, 50s. Like, every year has its beauty. Every decade has its beauty in your life. You know what I mean? And also another one of the this one was really crazy and almost made me cry, literally, because this was crazy. But I remember I was putting lotion on, and I kept putting like a lot of lotion on because I liked how it felt, and I was putting it on my hand and like massaging my hand. And you know, like when you massage your hand and it goes like that, like that's just a normal instinct. Or when you do that to a baby, their hands go like that. Bro, my hand started turning into a baby hand. I know it sounds fucking crazy right now, but and in my head, like at that time, it was my baby hand. And it was only for like a couple of seconds, like a few moments, you know what I mean? And then my hand turned back normal. And in those moments, it also felt really comforting, like as if I was holding my baby self, you know what I mean? Like comforting my baby self.
Yeah.
And it also makes me think like that baby is still inside me, you know what I mean? Like my young Alexis is still inside me. And thinking about it now, maybe that was trying to tell me to also nurture myself and nurture the baby legs inside of me, you know what I mean?
Baby legs.
I'm gonna cry.
Can I put that baby mic inside you?
way to ruin the moment, but we're trying to get deep here. So yeah, that happened. I was just making the connections a lot with like my habits, my healthy habits, you know what I mean? And a lot of that with the food and the binging was also having to do with my gut, like healing my gut. Because I also was getting a little creative. I'm not going to show you guys my drawings. But I ended up drawing some things. And it really had to do with like healing my gut. And when I heal my gut, it's healing myself, you know what I mean? Healing my brain. And I kind of took that to be understood as healing my anxiety, healing the stress I have going on, you know what I mean? Because it is all tied together. So yeah, I was just making a lot of those connections, and that was kind of the premises of it all. Oh, also I remember seeing when I was laying in my living room looking on the ceiling. Bro, this one was kind of crazy to see. I remember seeing like, you know, like Maya, Aztec cravings?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? A craving? Carvings. You know, that's what I seen on the wall. Like, I was seeing, like, dioses and just those carvings from those times, like, those ancient times or whatever. And they were moving, like, as if it was, like a whole city or something. It was really crazy to see. But it had so much detail. And I was seeing it on the ceiling, where I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I didn't really make any connections with that to anything. But sorry. But every vision I was seeing, except for really that one, I was making connections about how it felt, what it meant to me deeper inside. You know what I mean?
You're very retrospective about it.
It was really retrospective.
I had my experience. I just since I never had no psychedelic stuff going on, I just saw everything like as a really big cool high. Like, honestly, because I did notice the visuals was crazy. I was also looking at the ceiling when she was looking at it, and what I was seeing like everything had a pattern, but just my human brain cannot understand it. Like, I was having thoughts like that, and then I would look. We have like Persian rugs in the living room. I would look down on it. I'm like, oh my god,
it looks like a city.
that looks like an Aztec like empire. And I was trying to step on the blue colors because that was water, and I wasn't killing anybody.
Dude, I remember him telling me that, and I was like, wait, it really does. Right. It's kind of crazy.
Oh, and the other biggest thing that could have happened to me is that when I was seeing this tattoo in my arm, like, I felt like that was my soul staring at me. Like, my tattoos are like kind of like the gate to your soul. And I was seeing myself, and that was the me trying to come out. Like, just looking at the eye, you know? It was just cool. It's like if I was hollow inside, like, it's just my soul, and there was just a part of it looking at me.
That's cool. That's really cool.
It was pretty cool. It was a cool experience. But that was everything of me. I never saw anything mind-altering, nothing like that, really. I didn't have cool ideas. I had some cool ideas about manifestation. You know, I had some cool ideas, but probably if I think about it now or go through the pages I was writing, I would be like, bro, I was fucking
No.
high.
I remember when he was talking to me about that, and the crazy thing is, there's this book that I read that talks about manifestations and why your manifestations don't work and why they do, and it's basically talking about like your source with the universe or whatever. And when you're in a high vibration state, like not stressed, not letting your emotions take a control of you, you know what I mean? That's when the manifestations come through. But when you're in a low vibration state, always angry, letting your emotions control you, nothing's gonna go your way because your connection's basically cut off. And that's what he was kind of talking about, like everything I was reading in that book. And I was like, wait, this is kind of crazy, because he's never read the book, and I've never really talked about like that with him, you know what I mean? And I remember you also talking about like law of attraction, when you like, when you want something really, really bad and you just keep thinking about it,
yeah,
it's not gonna come to you. But once you let it go and like let things flow,
just such a crazy, like, abstract in some way idea, because it was not a coherent like idea. It was not a coherent like fact at some point. It was just kind of abstract in the ways, like, just how I was writing it and how I was thinking about it. It's just very hard to explain, but in that moment it made sense.
I think it still makes sense.
No, it makes sense, but it's just in some way it just like, it's like, oh, this is real, this is reality, when I was really high. Like, that's how it felt.
No, but I still think it makes sense, because he was talking about how like he kind of manifested me in a way, but he like forgot about it, you know what I mean? Like, obviously he still wanted it, but he let his life go on and keep doing what he was doing. And eventually I did actually come into his life, and you know what I mean?
And I had a crush on Alexis.
And also the same thing for me, like once I manifested you do, Anna, but not like you specifically, like what I wanted in someone. But during
because I remember when I first met you, there was a TikTok up that
Oh
talked
my
about like your
God.
dream man was a tall moreno with curly hair, and I'm like, they're like, what the hell? Like, did you really manifest me?
I
or-
never had a type, never have a type. But anyway,
Are you sure?
I never had a type. Genuinely,
What type did you have when you were young, growing up?
babe, I have always liked everybody but white men, and I got me a white Mexican. You start turning like
Whoa.
no, but basically, yeah. And in that time I met Michael, I wasn't thinking about a relationship. I wasn't like, oh, when am I gonna find my dream man? When am I gonna find the one for me? Like, just always wanting it so bad. Like, I kind of just let things flow, let go of my life, and it came naturally to me. That's kind of what he was talking about with like the law of attraction. You guys know law of attraction if you know about it. You guys know.
If you
exactly
know,
what I'm
you
talking
know.
about. If you know, you know. But also, to end this podcast off, y'all, I did just remember one thing one of the discoveries that I had in this trip, and it was really about like losing our connection, like as a society, to Earth. Not to Earth.
Oh yeah.
Like losing our connection as a society to nature. You know what I mean? And the way I was thinking about it was not necessarily like we all have to get up and go move to, the forest or the rancho, the campo, and go live, hella secluded. Like, that's not how I was thinking. I was more thinking of we can get our connection back wherever we are. There's ways to do that. And I think it was really important to me in that moment to try to get my connection back with nature. You know what I mean? Like, I had a really, really strong connection to nature. I remember like once we were coming down and everything, we actually went to go walk at the park, and oh my God, one thing, y'all, if you guys ever want to do shrooms, I would do it in nature, maybe for like your second, third time, where no one else is at. But I remember seeing the trees so beautiful, so bright, and I remember thinking like, bro, have they always been this bright?
Good thing you reminded me of that, because literally, like, even once we got to the park, the parks here in Mexico City are beautiful. They're filled with trees. It looks like a forest, right?
Literally.
But while we were walking to the park, bro, I felt everybody staring at me and giggling. Like,
That's scary.
like my anxiety spiked the fuck up in that moment. Like, genuinely, I'm like, am I dressed wrong? Like, what is going on? Like, I felt like one of those dreams where you're like naked in your school, like something like that. Like, that's how I felt, bro. Like, everybody was like staring at me, and then once we got to the park, like, the visuals were amazing, but like I felt like people talking like behind me. Like, I kept like my anxiety was just crazy in that moment.
Maybe.
So I feel I do need like being in nature, but being like where there's not much people.
Like, maybe don't be going out in the city on shrooms, like,
Dude,
at all.
Because seriously, like, I remember I told you, like, hey, can we go through the back streets on the way back? Because, like, seriously, like, I felt everybody, like, was staring. The cars were, like, staring at me. Like, everything, bro. It was horrible.
So that's kind of how I felt, too. I was getting a little anxious. But I remember as soon as I got to the park, actually, I was feeling like my heart beating a little bit, like my blood pressure coming up, because I remember I got really tired, like, at the park. I was like, I need some water. But, like, kind of that all going away, being in the park and seeing all the visuals, it was so pretty. Also, another thing, remember how I was telling you guys how I was seeing, like, the indigenous, like, markings on the wall? The park that we live next to, they have, like, Olmeca statues, like, from Mesoamerican Aztec days, like, those types of tribes. And they have a bunch of those statues everywhere.
Oh, yeah, they know the Olmec head. The Olmec head.
Yeah, the Olmec head. And it was so pretty. I was like, wow, like, I never noticed that these were here. They literally look like if we're in a museum.
Dude, you remember also that when we were walking through the park, we, like, saw a bunch of squirrels in one spot, and we walked by them, and I was like, whoa, the squirrels are right here. They're not moving.
They're so close.
Like, they're so... I still didn't get the courage to, like, try to pet one, because obviously they're wild. But, like, seriously, guys, we walked through the little path, and there were squirrels all around us, and they were staring at us, and I was looking at it. That was, like, the coolest moment I had there. Coolest moment. You remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that. Oh. But I really like looking at those, like, statues and everything. We need to go back and admire them more. But, yeah, so to end this podcast, I just want to say, get your connection back with the nature, y'all. Yeah. If that means eating healthier, eating better, eating whole foods, because that was one of the things that I was thinking of. Like, that was a way for me to also get my connection back to the nature, because at the end of the day, like, with the cycles of the earth is with the cycles of our body. Like, they are aligned, like, quite literally. That's what ancient Chinese medicine, that's kind of what it was all about.
Yeah.
Like, you ate with the cycles of the seasons because that's what's helping you, and that's what your body needs in those moments. And earth has everything we need, y'all. So that's one of the ways to get your connection back. And also grow shrooms in your house. I'm just kidding. Any last words?
Well, I just wanted to say, this is more a general topic, that me and Alexis feel very connected, and like we both feel that we're in the same process, all of our viewers, of all of you guys, that we are trying to better our lives and get healthier lifestyles, get better routines and everything. And so we wanted to encourage y'all to like start talking, like start leaving comments about some of your goals, and leave about stuff that you were able to complete in your week, you know, on a weekly basis, because this podcast is weekly. And we'll also be mentioning at the beginning of our podcast about like stuff that we were able to, you know, to fix, routines that we're able to fix, you know, like waking up and not going on our phone, or reading like a couple of chapters. Like, I feel this is very important to us, and I feel it can really help you guys also. And we hope we can be that outlet for y'all. We always read all the comment sections and everything, even if we don't respond or anything. We always read them, you know. And we just encourage y'all to like just be part of this, and like, because we just feel very connected to this, you know.
Your comments motivate us.
Your comments do motivate us.
And if you guys have any shroom stories, leave them down below.
Yeah, leave them. Or if you guys want more shroom stories, like,
send
let
us money.
know.
Send us money to go buy some. Just kidding.
Yeah, bro.
All right, guys.
See ya.
See ya. See ya next week.
Laters, dog. I used to always say that. Remember, laters?
Yeah, I know.